Hey guys, welcome to the next Final Fantasy X event with the introduction of Seymour. Look at that sexy face over there. Anyway, let's get through these relics. So first we have Blitz King. Blitz Ball, of course, 151 attack. So this is Jecht's Overstrike. Deal massive physical dark and fire damage to one target. Deals more damage depending on the user's soul break gauge. Can break the damage cap. Of course, the synergy bonus adds a small boost to dark damage. I think it's just standard Overstrike, to be honest. Nothing a lot to boast about here, but hey, it's another thing for Jecht, and I think his burst does in dark. I'm thinking. I actually forgot if it does. I'm pretty sure it does. But if it doesn't, then just let me know. So yep, definitely okay one, I guess. Summoner's Garb. It's weird, right? Because it's like the best thing on the list all the time. Like Overstrike Soul Breaks is just like there, but it's just really standard because it's just damage. Kind of disappointing, right? But we have to wait for USBs, which will be pretty cool. Summoner's Garb. So this is Yuna's second burst Soul Break. I think it's a lot better than her first, to be honest, but Tiny B is pretty damn sexy. The people that got it, I think, know that it's pretty damn sexy. So this adds a small boost to holy damage, restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies, temporarily raise the magic and mind a moderate amount, and grant haste and burst mode to the user. Now things are getting pretty interesting. This is a pretty good mage relic. Is it better than, say, your Stolas? If you had your Stolas, would you use Yuna in your party instead of your Stola? Probably not, but maybe you want Yuna as well as your Stola if you want a mage-specific party. But hey, Tiny B is also a mage-specific relic too. So yeah, not so bad. Abilities. This is where I said things get interesting. First we have Veil 4. A secondary ability, Veil 4. Grants Summon Strike to the user, so it appears as like 4 little orbs or 3 little orbs around Yuna. I think it's 4, and it has like a little fire emblem. If the user already has Summon Strike, deal 4 magic non-elemental attacks to all targets and remove Summon Strike from the user. So this is pretty much an on and off switch. So you need to use Veil 4 to turn it on, and when you use this ability, it turns it off. So can do a large amount of damage, Veil 4, but the thing is, you need to be a little bit tactical about it. Next one is Breath of the Heavens. This one doesn't have a toggle, but if the user has Summon Strike, it deals summon magic non-elemental damage to all targets, so it's a little bit of an extra there. So you may actually want to use this more than Veil 4 if you're in a certain situation where you need a heal and you need damage as well. So it's kind of, it works hand in hand with each other. But yeah, like I said, you need to be a little bit tactical about it. Veil 4 does massive damage, but then you need to turn it on again. So, yeah, I like it. It's a little bit niche. Seymour's Rod. So Seymour's gets a burst soul break. 129 magic, 66 mind, deal 8 summon magic, dark and non-elemental attacks to random targets with a moderate chance to instantly KO them. Temporarily lower their dark resistance and grant haste and burst mode to the user. Initial thoughts, I really hate the KO thing. I think Seymour is kind of, well, you wouldn't be using it for the KO, you would be using it to lower their dark resistance, so dark in peril really. But otherwise, nah, this one is the moderate chance to KO it. I think it's just, So, in reality, I'd say probably Kuja's Sid Reigns is probably better than this one because it gives the additional damage, whereas this one has another kind of secondary effect which you may or may not use. Mostly not use because slowing maybe a little bit more, but definitely not KO. You barely use KO unless you're versing like little mobs and you may have a little bit of trouble with them, but otherwise it's just like, you would probably use it in this event, but that's pretty much it, because I remember the Seymour Guados, I mean not the Seymour Guados, that's his bloody name, the little Guados which are with him, that's what I meant, like Seymour's Guados, yeah, and they're susceptible to dark, sorry, so yeah. Not dark. Death. Not dark, death. There. I'm tired, okay? Seymour's Robes. So this also has a niche effect to petrify. Like I said, it's like... It's only for this event, really. You wouldn't be using it a hell of a lot. But it gives him End Dark, which you will be using him for. But like I said, probably like the Doom effect a little bit better than this for the extra damage. But it gives a small boost of dark damage at least for this event. High Summoner's Staff. So this is Braska's second SSB. 127 Magic, 127 Mind. Wow, really good stats. Add a small boost of fire damage to this Ifrit. Wandering Flame. Deal 7 summon magic, fire, and non-elemental attacks on one target. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of fire and fire here. Pretty good if you're spamming this ability. I really like the animation of his first Super Soul Bright. Really wish I had that one. But yeah, pretty decent relic. High Summoner's Robe. We know this one. It's pretty much the Sheep Song. Really, really good. I prefer Braska better than not Ico. Krill, that's it. Because he looks a lot sexier. To me, anyway. I don't know about you guys, but I like Braska more than Krill. Man, I almost forgot her name again. Gosh. But you have to remember it gives Major Region and not Haystaga. That's the only thing you need to look out for. So it may be a little bit iffy, but hey. Reduce offensive magic casting time of all allies for 3 turns is pretty fucking good too. Which is better. I think they both have their own kind of need to it, I guess. Twin Lance. 129 attack, deal 5 physical attacks to one target. Enable each ally to avoid 1 magic attack. Of course, as this is a physical one, it makes it a little bit more better, to be honest. Like, say, Furion's BSB, how it gives magic blink as well. It's just for a mage, for a white mage to use it, you're not going to be spamming it a hell of a lot, but with a physical attacker you would be, so that's why it's a little bit better, say, if a physical attacker was using it rather than a white mage. Orin's Grasp. This one's a little bit situational. Deal 4 ranged physical attacks to all targets, temporarily raise their user's defense a large amount, and temporarily attract single target physical and black magic attacks. People have said that Orin doesn't really have a lot of like defense stats, so it's kind of annoying, but kind of good at the same time. Depends on the situation, I guess. Titus's Strike. I kind of like this one. I've seen it. Deal 3 physical attacks to one target. Remove the delay from the user for 2 turns. 2 turns, so it's basically like Lightning Soulbreak Smite, isn't it? So yeah, it's a pretty good follow-up to a lot of his abilities. We already know that. Alright. Wow, that was a lot of stuff to get through, but we got there. Hopefully I gave you a little bit more insight to things maybe you didn't know. Let's do the 100 gem draw just to get it over and done with. Am I expecting anything? Probably not. Had a pretty good, lucky relic draw. But I really like FF10. We got a 3-star out of it. Not going to draw anymore for this one, unfortunately. It's simply not worth it for me. I have quite a lot of Final Fantasy X stuff, and I got through the Torment CM, so that's it for me, guys. Hope you have a good one. If you're drawing, good luck. If you're drawing because of the Torment Dungeon, I advise you to go through Banner 2, because it has a lot of water relics if you need more damage. Anyway, peace out, guys.